Not everybody gets to go to college. Are you happy or grateful that you were able to?
Yes. Yes, I'm very grateful. My parents were able to pay for my college, my undergrad. I'm paying for my master's degree, which is not fun. But yes, I understand that not everybody can financially afford college. But I am very grateful, and I think everybody should pursue some sort of higher education after high school, whether that's a university, community college, or a trade school, vocational school, something. I think everyone should do something after high school.
Invest into your future. Meet different people and make new friends. There's so many reasons to go to college, and Americans across the nation extol their times in college as some of the best in their lives. If there's one thing that parents worry about most when their kids approach adulthood, it's whether or not they will go to college. We've all seen the movies about how parents from low socioeconomic situations can slave away to ensure their child's future. But one thing is clear: securing a better future is priceless.
Should every student consider attending college, even in like the most dire circumstances?
I know that's a big concern today, with the cost benefit analysis of going to college, right? You're going to be in $40, $50, $100,000 of debt when you come out of school. And depending on your financial situation, that's really debilitating. And I think a lot of kids are leaning away from going to college because of that. And I don't blame them for that. I think what's important, like I said, is between the ages of 18 and 25, say, you have to do something to further your education. It doesn't have to be a university, but I think every senior in high school should pursue something after you graduate. I think mechanic school is great, welding school, cosmetology school. I'm cautious about Collin College because you can kind of get sucked into the idleness and the laziness of Collin College, and you don't have the same rigor that you had here at Plano Senior High. So that I am cautious of that when I hear kids say, "Oh, I'm just going to Collin College," because I want them to have a plan for after Collin College, right? So what's your goal? You're going to go to Collin for a year, and then what? You try to get into a trade school, culinary arts school, the Art Institute of Dallas, or UT, A&M. What is it going to be? So yes, I think it's very important for an 18-year-old to make some decision. Doesn't have to be college, but some decision.
Catherine Barker was lucky. She had parents who could pay for her education and who were willing to do so. But for too many families, it's impossible to chase a future that the parents can only dream of. There's a problem when the means to a better future is limited to the families who can afford it. But before the situation prior to college is addressed, it's necessary to examine why students feel the need to go to college and why college is such a prized commodity. Despite the rising cost of college, it's clear that college yields benefits for those who actually go all the way. Although an associate's degree earns only a median of around $3,000 more of what the median salary of high school graduates earn, a bachelor's degree earns a median salary twice as much as the salary of a high school graduate. But then again, not all college degrees are worth the same. Those who go to STEM stand a significantly better chance to hit the ground running after college.
A new set of income statistics answers those questions quite clearly. Yes, college is worth it, and it's not even close. For all the struggles that many young college graduates face, a 4-year degree has probably never been more valuable.
For many, time spent in college isn't just about grades and exams. It's a unique opportunity to mature, allowing students to learn lessons about life and themselves that pay dividends long after graduation. Rasmussen College states that college is a perfect space for students to gain independence, meet friends and build a network, improve writing and communication skills, and also learn how to manage time and budget expenses. These facts and statistics support the opinion that college is beneficial and provides tangible outcomes. But though a college degree provides access to numerous jobs that are inaccessible to a high school graduate, there is another side to this. It doesn't address those who can't go to college. As easy as it is to blame high school graduates for opting not to go into higher education out of laziness, those who go to college face having to pay for the tuition, housing, food costs, and so on. Those who have no one to pay for their education face crushing debt out of college. College graduates finish their degree and walk out of college with debt that will have to be paid off eventually. Having the weight of that debt isn't what people who just reached one of the most important milestones in their life deserve. Who are you? Where did you study and what degree did you earn?
Okay, my name is Anna Freiberg. I'm a physics teacher here at Penn Senior. I have a degree that is Master of Science in Physics and Mathematics. I earned it at University of Gothenburg in Sweden, 1990. It's a long time ago.
How do high school and college work in terms of duration and who attends?
For the high school in Sweden, you don't need to attend, but most people do. And if you do, you actually have a grant every month. So if you have no tardies or no absences, you get a grant every month from the state. Most people do high school, and nowadays it's the same as here. Most people go to college as well. For the high school, it's 3 years, but it's more like 11th, 12th, and one more year. So you're 19 years old when you finish high school in Sweden. You're 1 year older.
How do you think that college in Sweden compares to college here?
Okay, first of all, you are 1 year older when you attend. So you're your first year as college here, we have already done that as the last year of our high school. So it's a little bit more serious from the beginning. And it's also different because for me, when I was studying math and physics, I didn't do any language art, nothing, social studies, anything. You finish that, everything of that you finish in high school. So when you go to college, you're focusing on your subjects, what you are into.
How much does college cost?
College is free, but of course you need to pay for living, house or whatever you rent, an apartment or whatever you do, and for the food. But you also, everyone, as long as you're following your pace as a student, you get a grant. So I think the grant is $1,700 a semester, and then you have a loan that you can pay back until you are 50 years old, and there is almost no interest on that. That covers, so you don't need to have any, your parents don't need to pay you anything when you go there.
How important is a college degree to land a job in Sweden?
It's the same as here. I mean, if you want to be a teacher, you need to have a master's degree. So that is more than here. Here is enough with a bachelor degree.
The negative effects of debt on the lives of students and graduates is only increasing. According to an article called Footing the Bill, written by the Texas Comptroller of Public Accounts, student loan debt is rising 3 times higher than inflation is. College tuition increases are largely due to rising expenditures in non-academic areas, like student services and academic support, which includes staff salaries. Another concerning tidbit is that in 2009, 19 to 46% of students in some Texas colleges never finished their degrees, and 54% at public and 66% at private institutions took loans to pay for degrees that they never even finished. These students get no income benefits, just debt for nothing. 25% of academically qualified, low-income students either don't even apply to college or drop out due to economic reasons. In fact, 74% to 92% of low-income students and 38% to 65% of middle-income students have unmet needs, according to a report from the National Center for Education Statistics. In fact, the majority of adult Americans do not hold any higher degree at all. Only 40% do, and 22% enrolled but failed to complete college. 4 countries beat the US in terms of what percentage of their populations have college degrees. Russia being the first with a 53.5% higher educated population, Canada second at 52.6%, Japan at third at 46.6%, and Israel fourth at 46.4%. A survey of 1,600 Americans between the ages of 25 and 44 with only a high school diploma reveals that 54% of them didn't attend because of cost, and another 20% was unsure of its career future. Again, cost is a major college deterrent. Due to economic hurdles, many institutions have recognized these problems and are taking steps to alleviate them. Some top colleges, like Harvard, plan to offer full rides to low-income students, and schools like Princeton and the University of Chicago are offering to freeze low admission prices to allow low-income students to graduate debt-free. The UC colleges offer full rides to students whose families earn less than $80,000 per year. Harvard and Yale offer the same for families earning less than $65,000 a year. Notice that the majority of colleges mentioned as providing greatly subsidized, even free education are top colleges. Data from the College Board show that the average in-state tuition at state colleges is $9,139 per year, excluding living costs and learning supply costs. This is significantly larger than the often $0 per year tuition for low-income students attending the Ivy League or other prestigious institutions. Thus, most low-income students would be better off applying to competitive colleges, as economic aid would make tuition less than that at local colleges. Though college tuition seems to be a great obstacle, it's a superficial one that is a side effect of a deeper problem in the low-income communities: lack of awareness. William Bowen, former president of Princeton University, says that merely economic aid does not fix the larger problem of the lack of available opportunities and information that prepare students for reputable colleges. With the wealth economic aid given by top colleges, it is surprising that economic concerns are so frequently mentioned as reasons to not attend college.
Do you think that you got the most you could have out of college?
No, absolutely not. Thinking about it now, teaching high schoolers, I see you are 17, 18 years old. You're very intelligent, very bright, but you're still developing. And when you're 18 to 22, you have so many ideas, passions, desires, and you could change your mind every 6 months on what you want to do. And I think that's normal.
Despite the challenges brought about by college, its benefits are significant in establishing a strong foundation to a successful life. College teaches young individuals life skills that will be applicable beyond the confines of standardized education. Those who attend college and obtain a degree hold vast advantages over their less prepared counterparts. The main cited hurdle to college attendance is cost. This reason is very real for those without money, but is largely rooted in the fact that potential students are not aware of economic aid opportunities and are not given an acceptable education at the lower levels. The main issue that has to be tackled is student awareness. Through equal apportionment of qualified teachers and grassroots enrichment programs that actually make poor kids smarter throughout their educational careers. With awareness, students would be able to harness opportunities available to them and surmount the cost obstacle. So you ask, is college worth it? It absolutely is.